Welcome, Taurus, to your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. My name is Michelle, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on my video and giving it a chance. Welcome to my tarot table. First and foremost, this is your reading. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. You choose, right? You gotta take the energy that I described and apply it to where it resonates in your life. Also, this reading comes to you exactly when it's supposed to. The astrology that I'm going to go over for you, Taurus, will be between, I think, the day December 10th and December 14th, something like that. But just because that's when the energy goes down doesn't mean it's when it's actually going to reach you. It is when it goes global, of course, but when does it vibrate actually in your personal life? It'll come to you at different times, just like this reading. It'll come to you at the perfect time. If you really love this reading, be sure to subscribe to the channel and then ring that notification bell. There's always an extended reading that I hope that you will join me for, because A, it is definitely how I make my money. Well, I'm gonna be straight with you, but also we go real deep in there, and I hope that I think you'll enjoy it. So I'll attach the links down below, and I'll also attach it up here above my head, and I'll pin it to the top of the comment section as well. Let's start off with the astrology. I'm definitely going to get into the cards. I have some cards sitting right in front of me right now. This is a weird week. Not weird. Let me go over what's been happening with everybody all week. The universe has been like badass, hard ass, right? It's been like tough love. And it's almost like, listen, I know we got to redirect this wayward child of ours, but how do we do it? Well, it's going to be kind of uncomfortable this week, right? And it's basically flicking all of our Achilles heels to make us redirect in the direction where we'll actually be happy. You know, it's like, especially for those of you of like, I keep manifesting and I can't manifest and I don't know why this change isn't happening. And it's because you're dead set on how you're going to be happy and you're fucking wrong. And so what the universe is doing is it's redirecting you to where you actually want to go. And it's just a pain in the ass because we're big pain in the asses. And it's working on all the zodiac signs this way. It really is the tough love week of tough love redirection. But the way that it's going to flick Taurus's Achilles heel is through change, through discomfort, or through, for desire to change, curiosity. So like all of a sudden, especially in the beginning of this week, you have Venus that is still, Venus is your ruling dignitary. It is going to be moving into Capricorn, which is a very good place for it to be for you because it will be trine to your first house, which means it will be in harmony. But we'll still have to wait a little while for it to get trine to Uranus. So in the beginning of this week, it'll have a quincunx. It'll form a quincunx between Venus and Uranus. And that's kind of when you get agitated. You get almost like an itch under your skin because you're tired of the same old thing. It's when really the feeling of the doldrums will come over you and you'll just get, I'm tired of being bored. I'm sick of being bored. I want to try new things. I want to do new things. This could, warning, have an effect on your pocketbook because you could overspend, especially because Venus in the beginning of the week is square to Jupiter, which might give her an over-exaggerated sense of new desires, new abundance, what she wants. Go for it, getting sick of the old, want new things, want to try new things, want to experiment. The more exotic, the better, right? Which tends to be more expensive. So watch your spending this week. Also, it could be a little bit difficult on your relationships because this is the time when you do want to try new things sensually with your partner. But also, what if they don't want to? And any kind of that dull, boring routines that we've gotten into, it won't work. Like say you're one of those people who eats the same food every single day, or you have a schedule for a specific when you eat specific meals. You won't want that this week. You'll get sick of it. You'll just be like, I'm so tired of being stuck in this routine. And this is Uranus's effect on Venus. Now, the good news is later on in this week, as Venus goes further into Capricorn, she will be trine to Uranus. And the beautiful thing about that is that the world kind of does open up and your personality becomes beautifully interesting. So it's the things that you're being pushed to experience through irritation and boredom in the beginning of the week that are actually going to help you find and become something so much more interesting, or it's going to be a way that you'll find the solution to your problem, which is something so much more interesting that actually inspires you and inspires your creativity and your joy or your happiness again. So even though it can feel like the doldrums and boredom in the beginning of the week, it's going to lead you into something that's just so new and special and exciting. And it's almost like a mini adventure. So let's get into the cards. How about we take a look? Chameleon, act as if, right? But it's in reverse. So it's almost like, nope, no pretending here. It's saying that basically you're not going to be able to disguise anything you feel. It's just going to come right out. There's like, there's like not just heart on your sleeve in terms of emotion. If you're bored with something, if you're tired of something, if you're sick of something, it's just going to be extremely noticeable. This could also mean somebody else's mask in your life comes off. You don't want to blend in. You don't want to fit in. And it's going to be those oddballs that are going to be the most attractive to you, or you're going to want to experiment with different looks and ways of expressing yourself because you don't want to just blend this week. Happy birthday, Doug Denny. You don't want to just blend this week. You want to celebrate uniqueness. You want to try different things. And those things that stand out to you are going to be the most attractive to you. This is a week of experimentation, including with your look, like in how you present yourself. You could be trying new foods. You could be having different conversations because for most of this week, Venus is still in a loose conjunction with Mercury. So you're very articulate. In fact, it could be people that are foreign or speak foreign languages or have foreign cultures that are the most appealing and intriguing to you right now, especially since in the beginning, just the first couple of days this week, Venus is still in Sagittarius, right? But it doesn't but then Venus goes into Capricorn and she's almost like, she gets a lot more serious in Capricorn. She gets a lot more serious minded, but that's a good thing because it's like once I know what I want and once I've experimented on what I want, now I'm going to go after it and now I'm going to plan on how to get it and put it into practice. So this is a sense of I want to stand out. I want to be noticed. I want to be seen, or I'm attracted to those things that want to be seen. If anybody was keeping secrets from you or in any way there was something that was hidden, they're about to be revealed. It's about to be uncovered. Maybe I feel looking at the astrology, this is mostly that sentiment of anything that you tried to bury and pretend like it was okay. If it wasn't, it's coming out. Co-create with spirit means whatever was kept in the dark is about to be brought to the light. But it's also saying that it's spirit pushing you in this direction, that you're absolutely not alone. That is sort of fated or destined for you to bring light into the dark. Take something that was unknown and make it known. This is definitely a revelation of some sort, or like something being revealed. And we're going to get into the tarot cards to be sure exactly what. Act as if and co-create with spirit. This could even be you be getting into different kinds of spirituality. I mean, you're here, so you're already into tarot. So, but this could be you getting into different kinds of spirituality too. Oh shit! Cha-ching, cha-ching. This is everything, babe. Now is a lucky time. Oh, I love it. It's almost like you're doing spirit's bidding by unmasking and doing stuff weird and acting out of the ordinary. In fact, if you have a comfort zone at all this year with Uranus being in Taurus, it's going to come when Venus is in Capricorn and finally trine. It's like you're finding a way to make the oddities work for you, and that could be very advantageous. And I'll tell you when. It's later on this week when Venus is in Capricorn. I believe it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week that Venus starts to form. that the moon goes into Virgo. When the moon goes into Virgo, it'll form a grand trine between Venus in Capricorn and Uranus in Taurus. And that's when everything will become very easy for you to actually make plans, easy for you to execute. I feel like that's really going to be that lucky time when you can really grow your abundance or multiply your abundance. This also could be speaking about a really fertile time for you if you are looking to get pregnant and conceive. Oh, Suki, this is a beautiful surprise. Hold up. Let me just get this up here. She's been a little dysfunctional for me lately, so. Oh, okay. No, I don't like that. Okay. That's okay. At least she'll stay up that way. Oh, we've got 2 cards. I thought they were only 1. Okay. This is what card really excited me. Believe in the impossible. Okay, now there is a very, very powerful full moon that actually happened yesterday. If you're watching this on Thursday the 8th, but you'll still be feeling the effects of this. It's almost like the impossible is about to burst open. But this could be next full moon because it came out in the future. So there's just a sense of something that you thought you'd never be interested in, something that you thought you'd never be interested in, something that you thought, I said that twice, I'm sorry. Something that you never maybe even thought of before, all of a sudden, it's front and center in your life. We're going to get deeper and more specific. Adjustments are required. It's saying it's going to make you change your mind. It's like all of a sudden this new interest leads you into the direction that you wanted to go, especially if you felt stuck and you couldn't make up your mind. This is a sense of, it's going to lead you into another direction. It will reveal what your desire is, and then adjustments will be sort of obvious at that point on. It's like once you know what excites you or what you want or what's possible, then there are adjustments that are going to have to be made. But I feel like you'll be happy. Oh no, hold on. Nothing will come of this situation, which could mean, because it's just a week reading, that a week-long reading, that all the adjustments that maybe this week will be an experience you'll remember, but it won't have any lasting effects. Let's get into the tarot cards because I want to be specific. It's like nothing will come of this situation, void of course. Void of course. Adjustments are required. Believe in the impossible. It's like you get a rush of hope. I don't like hope. You get a rush of faith. You get supercharged. You get super psyched about something, and then all of a sudden, and you try to make the adjustments, but nothing actually comes from the adjustments that you made. And that's what Spirit is predicting is the outcome of all this curiosity that's being churned up, which is kind of a letdown. So let's see, what is getting revealed? Let's just ask that question, shall we? What's getting revealed? Oh, what we value, because that's what it is. We have 9 of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles, which means what this is really revealing this week is to other people about what you really value and what your value system really is. You're about to get super exposed, Taurus. And this is also a sense of your value. Your value is revealed, as in not just what you value, but the value you bring to the table, and actually people seeing that value that may not have really valued what you brought to the table before. But here it is, and I think that there's a lot of accolades that come along with that. 9 of Pentacles is being appreciated for what you've done, and even maybe for making money for what you've done. So this can be very advantageous in sort of growing your reach, or what people you appeal to, or what people know your name, or who knows you exist, or who knows that you're out there. This is an opportunity of growth when you get to know new people and put yourself out there, and you'll find more people that way that actually appreciate you. So especially through the internet, this is a good time to grow yourself and expand and network. You could explode online, go viral, or do something like that. There's a chance of just try it. If you're interested and curious about it, this is a time of great expansion, especially because This is a time of great expansion, especially because you're willing to put yourself out there. You know, it's almost like if people where you aren't appreciating you, then go somewhere else. This we have Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is legitimately, I'm going somewhere else. I'm taking my show on the road. This is my strategy. This is my GPS card. She's moving forward. She's making a clear, concise decision that's objective. It's not personal, but it's objective. It's strategic. It's saying, I'm gonna learn about the situation. I'm gonna fix this situation. This is pragmatism and intellect that is helping you to grow and expand yourself. Or you could be seriously impressing if you have like 2 teachers or 2 bosses, especially female or feminine. This is when you really appreciate them, or they show major appreciation to you. Any real authority figure could be really impressed with you this week, or you could impress them. But the basis and foundation of how you impress people is being willing to grow, being willing to learn new things or different things. But what is this crow spirit? What's coming out? What's coming out? Why somebody abandoned you? Why somebody left? What somebody's desires were that made them decide to walk away? The Magician, maybe even somebody's cheap tricks, or what you can do to fix a situation. We have Queen of Wands here, so that's fire energy. It's also confidence and superstardom. And I think that you've been working really hard to get attention or to get noticed, or you've been competing with somebody that you felt was just impossible. I can never compete with this person. I'm always going to be behind. It's almost like deciding to completely abandon even trying. That's kind of what it is. It's like I'm tired of trying. I'm tired of trying to get attention this way. I'm overworking myself. So in some ways there was a big disappointment here, because you did work so hard and you thought you did a really good job, but then 8 of Swords is here. So it seems like what it ended up in was oh, somebody's finally giving you credit for what you did do. That's what it is. And I think that what the mistake that you've made is thinking that you were ignored or that nobody noticed. And you know that what Taurus, sometimes nobody does, and sometimes nobody does, at least right at that time. But now it's like eyes are ready to be open. I think you're just tired, like sick and tired of working that hard. And feeling like you're still in some ways being left behind. The Magician is what you're working on. You know, what you're creating from yourself, from your soul. So I think that that's what's coming out. People are starting to see your capabilities. Temperance, ooh, the 6 of Cups, somebody that you desire. If this is on your plate, you let me know in the comments below, because I really want to know what you guys are experiencing. It's still during Sagittarius season, which will be until the 22nd of this month. Venus goes out of Sagittarius on this Saturday, though. But 6 of Cups is loving somebody or loving your home, loving from the past, maybe needing space and going home just to like help yourself balance things out and find peace again. 3 of Pentacles, there's some sort of connection that you need maybe at home, to go home and be around your best friends or people that are familiar to you. It's almost like you need a sense of familiarity at a time when you have the most change in your life, the most change coming. And Knight of Swords is a sense of taking a stab at something, like deciding to pursue something or try something. It's almost like you need to go back to your comfort zone in order to feel bold enough to take the chance and try something. This could also be communications are coming through. So let's set up the time frame. It's almost like a sense of you're sick of feeling like you're being forced into a change, or like you don't have the choices that you want. You go back to a comfort zone, or maybe go back to visit home or a place that you feel comfortable taking space, taking time off. And that's when the peace gives you the flexibility to be able to take a stab at something brand new, or that's when the communications finally come through. Like that somebody's willing to take a risk on you because they've noticed or seen your good work. I mean, we're talking about specific timelines here, Taurus. Specific. Yes, the Six of Cups could absolutely... Oh, sookie. I'm going to pull a few more cards. We got to go to the extended. You're definitely traveling home, or maybe settling in a new place to live. There is abundance and prosperity that is coming to you. I will tell you how I know in the extended. We have death here, which is really resurrection. It's when it's upright, there's a sense of resurrection or transforming, coming into your full self. What the hell? This is almost like a sexy time between you and a fire sign, because we got the other fire sign too. We got the Queen of Wands, didn't we? This is somebody or an opportunity that's so appealing you can't resist it, or somebody can't resist you. And there's definitely a sense of sexuality and sensuality between the two of you. Maybe somebody that's odd, a little bit darker, or that you usually wouldn't be interested in. This could even, if you are in a relationship, lead you back to falling deeper in love. Once all this change and craziness is over, it's like sometimes you have to go farther away to know really where your home is. That's a sense of, it's like it's renewing or restoring a sense of connection or togetherness, and definitely sexual passion between you and somebody else. After trying something new and being exploratory. But there is definitely passion here. I just can't decide if it's between a Scorpio or a fire sign, or if it's a fire sign that you're actually starting to resurrect feelings for because there was they were in your life, or you've known them from your past. Maybe they were a childhood friend. I've got a hint of how it's going to work out. Come over to the extended with me. I will see you guys there.